All right, everybody. HITI Stock is going to be reporting tomorrow, January 29th, after market close. What are the key things that I plan to listen for as a holder of this company? I may not be able to cover the earnings live since it's after market close and it conflicts with my schedule. However, I do still plan to listen to the recording of the conference call and, of course, review all of the investor presentations and everything. Key things that I'm looking out for, in addition to the standard financial stuff, right? Revenue, cash flow, net income, that kind of thing. All right. One, of course, is curious to see how the numbers are looking for their elite membership subscriptions. Since that is recurring high quality revenue, I would like to see that going up still. And two, since they announced their entry into the German medical cannabis market, I would really like to just hear some guidance from Raj Grover about that. I think that's a pretty big deal. And that is, of course, other than finishing out the growth from 12% market share to 20% in Canada, I think that is the next major avenue of opportunity and growth for this company. Remember, Germany's GDP is more than twice what Canada's is. So if the appetite for this product is close to equal in Germany as it is in Canada, then the opportunity should be 2x or more. That's just a very rough idea. Another cornerstone to this investment is Raj Grover's plan to reaccelerate revenue growth by using existing free cash flow to open new locations in Canada. So I think that is a pretty important piece of the puzzle here. They are very free cash flow positive, and the idea is now that they've got this money coming in, they can use it to fund a lot of organic growth and use that to push from that 12% Canadian market share up to that 20% number that is the long-term target. I'll also be a little bit curious about same-store sales. Are they holding steady? Is there any kind of a pullback, or is there slight growth? That's another kind of important metric. Any retailer, you do want to at least keep an eye on the same-store sales. Valuation-wise, thanks to a dip, we've recently come down to only 12 times the free cash flow. That's a pretty cheap multiple in today's market for a fast-growing company. So I think even for something that's a small cap and therefore considered by the market to be riskier, I think it's worth taking a closer look if you're at all interested in finding potential multi-bagger stocks in the market. There are high-quality businesses and high-quality management in some small caps, and I think that this is one of them. Every time I listen to another earnings conference call, I become more and more impressed by CEO Raj Grover and by the performance of his business and the superiority of the business model compared to other cannabis businesses. I think that this free cash flow number has a potential to grow vastly, not only with the opportunity they have in Canada, but with the new opportunities that they're opening up in Germany as well. I encourage you all to listen to the earnings call tomorrow and, reconvene after. I probably will make a video at some point after. We're also going to be having on February 8th a high tide roundtable. So a little bit more than a week, about a week and a half after these earnings. So everybody will have had a chance to catch up on the conference call, read over the materials, and formulate their thoughts on what it means going forward. And I encourage you all, that's going to be on the Cash Flow Kings live channel, which I co-host. I encourage you all to be there on February 8th for an in-depth discussion with multiple high tide shareholders, some of which who own many times the amount of shares that I own. So it should be quite insightful for you. Once again, if you made it to the end of the video, I encourage you to like and subscribe. Help me out in the algorithm, help me grow the audience, and make sure also that you tune in Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, to the Cash Flow Kings live channel. Also, comment before and after earnings with your predictions and then your thoughts. Always interested in an open discussion. I have a Discord linked in the description. You can also talk to me there. And remember, Cashflow Kings Live, 8 p.m. Eastern, every Saturday. Saturday the 8th, High Tide Roundtable, everybody. Take it easy.